All right, so Browns camp, getting ready here. First time back this season. What is today? I don't even know what today is. April 16th. Dust off the old legs, dust off the bike. Got the dirt tires back on. Got a few things new pegs. Excited about those from Vanache. I don't know how to say that, but excited nonetheless. Yeah, excited. I got some knee braces on underneath here to test out. Let's see how she goes. A little curious. It's been warm the last, 4 or 5 days, so hopefully the trails are somewhat dry. Just solo today, but we'll see. I'm still learning, so I'm trying to get comfy with everything and whatnot. It's also the first time since I've had the suspension on here. Definitely rusty. Doesn't help that I'm already new, so new and rusty. Looks like there's going to be some puddles here and there to be expected. So we'll see how this goes. Definitely rusty. But pretty soon this trail opens up, I think, and I should be pretty much in the sunshine. Let's go this way. Nice and rocky. See, I'm used to like nice, smooth, like pavement, like a racetrack. It's all this off-road stuff. It's like a whole different mental game, you know? I'm used to avoiding every single pebble and just getting used to just not having to worry about it, you know? Let's see, I'm going right, I think. Yep. I think this is where I want to go. Weather-wise, that was perfect. This is great. Oh, crazy, like, you know, like obviously the bike is so capable, way more capable than me. You know, you could probably go 3 times faster through all this stuff if you knew what you were doing. But that's not me yet. You know, for the most part, like as long as you got good technique, which I don't have as well, but you know, just even just like somewhat good technique and trust the bike, it'll do what you ask. See, for me, I still like hold on to the bars too much. I'm like working on, you know, body position, leg position, all that kind of stuff, you know. Back for more. That's where I crashed last time, just from being stupid. And by being stupid, I mean like I just didn't trust the bike, and I just like gave up and tipped over. It was like really slow, but then I tried to catch it and like tweaked my hamstring, just because, you know, obviously the bike's heavy. And so now that was in my head because I crashed there, you know, so I was thinking about it. And that's what it is. Like, I just gotta like rebuild up my confidence. That was close. See? If I would have like stopped, I like just barely hang on the gas there just a little bit. I mean, that was mostly just a technique issue, you know? I'm also trying to stay in second gear, which is still obviously a low gear, but hopefully help me carry a little bit more speed, because I sometimes feel like, you know, first gear is a little too high in the revs. And then second gear I'm like too low because I'm not going fast enough. Yet again, like, which is still slow, but just, you know, trying to find that. Whoa. See? I almost lost it there. That's what sucks, is like, it doesn't take much to, you know, wash the front out with bad technique. And then, you know, these are 460, 470 pounds. Not fun to pick up, especially by yourself. Picking line choice and all that, you know. And of course, I don't really know these trails, so it's all kind of new. But I mean, it's all me, right? Like the bike is solid, suspension's solid, tires are solid. You know, there's like everything's dialed except for me. Except for me. Just go through this stuff. A little bit more speed, a little bit more momentum. Also, you know, looking up more. I look down too much. Gotta look where you're going, not look at your front tire. You know, because a lot of times if you're looking down, you're just focusing on what's right in front of you, and then that's what can cause you to crash. But if you look ahead where you want to go, then by the time you realize you're going over something that you would have thought too much about, you're already past it, because you're looking ahead. You know, that's proper technique. I mean, that's a big part of it, you know. One is just understanding what you need to do. That's important, you know. So otherwise, how do you get better if you don't even know what you're trying to work on? So I think I've got a pretty good idea on what I'm supposed to be doing, and then now it's just, you know, applying that. Oh. Let's go, baby. This bike is epic, though. I mean, I went like straight from my house to the trails. You know, took off my jacket when I got here, and I let a little bit of air pressure out of the tires. And that's it, you know, like ready to go. Just nothing you have to do. I mean, the dirt bike's fun, but it's a different level of fun. But then you gotta trailer it or tow it or something, you know. So these ADV bikes, that whole sector is just something else. Can't believe I waited, you know, 40 years to figure it out. Whew, okay, break time. Let's go. More fun time. Let's go. almost crashed there. Alright, confidence goes back up. See, I need to also get used to shifting, because like in second gear you can't really use the engine braking on that slow downhill stuff, and if you use the rear brake it's just gonna stall the motor a little bit, whereas first gear it'll easy just like control the speed with engine braking. All those little things that come into play. Yeah, I just need to practice like changing gears like while standing up, because right now I'll stay in a gear just for comfort's sake, you know, even if it's not the right one to be in. Because the bike won't just do what it wants, you know, the bike's gonna do what you're telling it to do from the various inputs. Yeah, I'm definitely kind of in like that early stages where I'll start to feel comfortable, and then like I'll have a little hiccup, you know, and then it kind of resets my confidence, and then, you know, slowly start to build it back up again, and then, you know, have another hiccup and build up confidence, and so it's like up and down, up and down. But it's all part of it, you know? That's all part of it. Trails are great though. It's kind of what I was hoping for. It was like this kind of type of terrain. It's definitely what I was hoping for. Suspension's freaking awesome though. I mean, it better be. It's not stock anymore. I mean, the stock suspension was great, but I also had like nothing really compared to, because I'm new to the dirt world, you know. But I did a full suspension upgrade, so new rear shock, and the forks just got new cartridges from I can't remember their name. Oh, tight corner there. I don't know, big name though in the suspension. I mean, not like Olin's or anything. I have Olin's on the street bikes, but I wanted to try something different for. Well, I have Olin's on the dirt bike, but I wanted to try something different for this girl. Bother me now trying to remember the name. No, They typically have like white coil shocks, or white colored coils on their rear shocks. I'll have to look at my rear shock when I stop again. Can't believe I can't remember. Probably because I'm too focused on this. Just making sure that today stays a good day. You know? Yeah, since this is the first ride of this season, and just being like so focused on like technique, and you know, that stuff is like draining. That's the thing, is like when you got technique, you know, you save so much energy because you know how to, you know, relax, you know, you're not holding on too tight, you know, looking ahead, and you know, it's so much more energy efficient. I was gonna do like a little bit more section. We'll see. We'll see. This is like perfect though, like weather-wise, what I was kind of hoping for. Because I wanted good weather to where I can just like focus on, you know, the riding and not, you know, like riding in sloppy mess. And that's another whole other, you know, kind of technique it takes getting used to, you know. We're going right. I think, yep. Okay. Left. Yep, still going the right way, I think. Yeah. Yep, still going the right way. Garmin's doing good too. Like Garmin Tread gives me a good visual of kind of what's going on. So many good options out there, you know, whether they're doing like iOS, Android stuff, you know, like more universal type stuff, you know, like Gaia is a big one. And okay, let's see, where are we going now? don't even know what trail this is, to be honest, just because I didn't map it out. I mean, I know it goes like in the direction that I'm wanting to go, but I don't know what it's called. If it even has a name. I'm sure it has a name, but it wasn't listed on my map, so I'm not sure. Not sure. But trail's a trail, right? Trail is a trail. Still something new. Now it's interesting, I noticed that I'm more comfortable turning left than I am turning right. Which also makes sense because that last time I crashed at the end of last season, just the little one, it was a right-hand turn. It's interesting how that, you know, like the function is the same. The body movement is the same, just, you know, the opposite, but nothing's different technique-wise. So yeah, it's interesting. All right. Now I'm just back on the main trail, kind of heading back to where I started. Oh, cooling off. That air feels so good. It's only like 70 degrees out, 68 degrees outside too. That's what's crazy, is it's just gonna get hotter, and I'm already hot. I guess that just means you gotta learn to go a little bit faster and get that breeze. Luckily also, I was in the open, and we got a lot of good, like, covered trails here. I mean, this is a state forest, so so we got some good options that just like stay in the shade. You know, obviously a big difference when you're just out in the sun exposed, but that's what I wanted, because I wanted to make sure that the trails I was playing on were nice and dry, so I could just focus on trying to build up that confidence again, you know. Good. What a good day. Successful day. You know, had a few hiccups, which is to be expected. You know, but no crashes, no slow tip overs or anything, which is what I really needed to just overall help with confidence. Didn't crash where I crashed last time. You know, all those little things adds up to success. Gates, good. Gates open. That would suck if it was not open. Alright, that's the exit back to the highway. I need to go put my jacket back on though, and put my jacket back on, get some water, and bump up the PSI a few pounds just to get it back to street style. Ooh, we're gonna stay out in the shade here because it's freaking hot in the sun. All right. Good day. See ya.